A very important day tomorrow. Why? Because the FOMC meeting takes place, guys, right? Will it be bullish or bearish for the crypto sphere, specifically with Bitcoin? Now, let's take a look at it, which will have a trickle effect into into every other coin out there, right? Which obviously ties in with the stock market and the DXY. So this is why it's a very important meeting, guys, right? Because they will dictate where the markets will head next. This is why XRP has been dumping, which is a good thing possibly. You know, what's really interesting is usually the opposite always takes place. So check this out. So these red lines show each FOMC meeting that took place, right? Look over here, we pumped, but after the FOMC meeting finished, we dumped, right? Over here, we pumped, then dumped after. Went sideways, we dumped and pumped, right? These are small time frames though. Over here, we dumped beforehand and pumped afterwards. But what's fascinating is Bitcoin has been ranging for literally over a month, guys, right? Or it's a while now, which means there's going to be a huge move on the horizon, either a dump or a pump, guys, right? I think usually if we dump beforehand, it's going to be bullish afterwards, right? Now, the chances of them raising rates, it's like 99%, guys, right? Which some may say it's quite bearish, but in the macro view, guys, maybe like 1 to 2 years maximum, I'm very bullish for majority of the markets out there, right? I do believe XRP skyrockets to what price, I obviously don't know because I'm not an insider. Stock market ready to go on a correction after the FOMC meeting on the 27th, right? So someone posted this on Telegram. I think the stock market is getting ready to go into a correction. I would look for this correction to begin happening soon after the FOMC meeting this week. So my game plan is this, guys. I think I'm going to buy XRP if it heads towards the 50 cents range, right? You know what I may do honestly is put a leverage long, right? I haven't traded in literally since 2021, guys, right? It's going to be my first time since then. So my game plan, I think, here is if XRP goes towards the 50 something range, right? The 50 cent range, I'm going to put a leverage long on XRP, right? I may even show you guys my trade if it does occur, guys, right? So let's just wait and see. But if it doesn't happen, then we should be all set. We should have been packed, right? Our bag should have been packed. XRP is acting perfectly normal as well, right? So there's a lot of, I don't know why people are very negative, guys, right? XRP, the only digital asset that literally has regulatory clarity, right? On paper, it has the green light. Obviously, we're going to cool off after a major move up, which was about 100% or so. XRP is acting perfectly normal as it is retesting a significant level that acted as resistance and support many times over the years, right? So basically, literally, this support and resistance level goes back to the 2018 bull run, right? Where XRP went to a few dollars. So let's check this chart out. This is on the weekly, guys, right? You guys can see the time frame. So this range, which I don't know what this range is, I think maybe 50 something cents, guys, right? Around that level, basically. You guys can go ahead and check in on the charts, but around this level, we have seen resistance. It flipped into support. This is where we've seen the pump, right? Support, pump, but then it dumped. The buyers couldn't keep up, right? The bears took over, and this is where we finally cut through, and we had a large plummet down in prices. Now we flipped it back up again, right? This is where XRP needs to hold quote-unquote support, guys. I usually don't like support and resistance levels because these are basically just all imaginary lines, guys, but it could be a good indicator, to say the least, right, of a possible support. It should hold these levels, hopefully. Before XRP went from a fraction of a penny to $3.30, it had a 53% decline. Then days later, it ran and it didn't stop, guys. Now, this is the characteristic of XRP, okay? This is what XRP loves to do, right? and it makes people super emotional. I think XRP has to be literally the most emotional coin out there, right? The holders of this certain digital asset. Because let me explain something, right? This video is literally all about psychology at the end of the day, not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only, but I have noticed something. Do you guys see what XRP loves to do? Pumps, dumps. Pumps, dumps, and guess what? It ranges in time, right? It ranges for literally years, as you guys can see right there. Guess what happens? It had a minus 53% flush out, right? When this happened, I'm guessing that was a quick wick. This is on the weekly, so it could have been days, right? Who knows? I don't know, but it was obviously fast. People were definitely panicking. Most definitely, right? It went sideways, and people probably thought over here is going to literally go to zero. And look what happened right after the fact, right? Usually the opposite always happens, and XRP rose like never before, like a phoenix, as you guys can see. Oh, and by the way, this move, when these candles occur, this was called the train has left the station, right? If you're in the rocket ship, you're in. If you're out, guys. It loves to do this all the time, right? So XRP loves to play tricks on people. It's like the fool. Last week, 69 cents per XRP was called amazing. Exactly. Right now, at 69 cents, people are afraid and calling it awful. That's weak hands for you, right? So how can something be? This is where your emotions come into play, right? Last week, when XRP received clarity at 69 cents, people were buying, people were FOMOing in. But right now, at 69 cents or 68 cents, whatever the fact, people are very negative. Toxicity is coming out of the woodworks, right? Now, do you understand how they play with your emotions, right? This is why you have to have your emotions in check, guys, right? So when XRP goes to a new all-time high, maybe de-risk. If you're super emotional, guys, most definitely de-risk, not financial advice, right? Honestly, it's a good thing to read de-risk overall, right? It doesn't even matter if you're emotional or not. Well, obviously, when certain assets rise in price dramatically, you may want to take profits out. But check this out. 2 weeks ago, we were at 45 cents, and we had no idea if XRP were to be deemed in unregistered security or not. Right now, XRP is at 69 cents, and we have regulatory clarity for XRP. Yet all I can see is negative sentiment still, which is good, right? This is how we keep rising in price, guys. Let me explain something. The more people that are negative, right, surrounding an asset, that means the more the whales will keep pushing that price up and up and up and up until you flip very bullish and you FOMO in, is when they take your money and your liquidity. You will be the extra liquidity if you don't understand the game, right? If we're seeing negative people right now and XRP is at high 60 cents, that tells me one thing: we're going to see higher prices in the next months and years, possibly. Not financial advice, but I see people saying how quote-unquote disappointed they are with price action. This makes me bullish. Without sounding horrible, the market doesn't care how you feel or what you thought or wanted to happen. In fact, the market will often try to make you feel that way so you sell. Take a look in the past, because the past proves the future and the future proves the past. Why? When the SEC came after Ripple, XRP's price plummeted, went to 17 cents or so. And guess how many people sold their XRPs? Right, a lot of people, I think, guys. I didn't. I actually bought XRP at those levels. I think 20 cents or so, guys. I don't remember, but those were very emotional times, right? That's the only time I can remember. Honestly, guys, that's the only time I have been super emotional with XRP, right? Obviously, other times as well, when XRP was doing nothing, right, and it was just stable, those times as well. But the most emotional time, right, and this is what they wanted, the whales, right, these sharks wanted to make the retail holders feel, is very pessimistic about the digital asset XRP, right? They do this with every asset out there, by the way. But when you feel pessimistic, right, when you feel very negative, you're probably going to sell. Why? Because imagine the only asset you have invested into, or one of the few, has gone down dramatically while nothing else has. Who wouldn't dare to sell, guys, right? Many people would. But If you were level-headed, you wouldn't. You would actually probably would have been buying at that point in time. And it's happening again. It keeps recurring, right? There are patterns that keep replaying over and over and over again. Now, they want you to make that way. They want you to. They make you feel that way, so you sell. Then once you have sold them, the smart money is buying. When I see negative comments, I get excited, right? Exactly, guys. So there will be volatility tomorrow, right? Enormous volatility today and tomorrow. So let us prepare and pay attention to what happens. Last but not least, some perspective on XRP. Most are still up to 50% plus since the ruling, right? I cannot for the life of me understand the negativity and toxic comments from the XRP community. You need to zoom out. Exactly. If you guys will, this is a tip I'm going to give you guys. If you guys want to be less emotional, zoom out. Don't look at the 1 hourly, the 4 hourly, the 12 hourly, not even the daily chart. Look at the 3-day plus. I recommend maybe even the weekly chart, guys, right? Which shows you the bigger picture. So when it goes up and down like this, guys, right? When the price goes up and down, because I have experienced this, guys, right? I literally traded back in 2021, leverage traded XRP 10x, 20x, 30x. I made money, but I didn't cash out because of emotions. That's besides the point. Not really besides the point, but I'm trying to make another point here. I couldn't have slept, guys, right? Because when you're so zoomed in into the charts, such as the minute, right? The 1 minute chart or the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, guys, you're going to be very emotional, right? Some people are looking at the 1, the 4, and the 12 hours. You need to zoom out, right? If you want to be less emotional. But at the end of the day, it's your choice on what you wish to do, right? I just wanted to bring this video or make this video to bring awareness to this whole psychology game at play. But tomorrow is the FOMC meeting, which we should probably prepare for, right? They're going to raise 25 basis points, and I hope in the later months they pause it and then we start moving up again. But each of us, let's prepare. But anyways, that's Sophia's amazingness. See ya.